Hello everyone, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Jebro, and this is going to be a quick engineer build video, just a core engineer build video, because they had loads of changes today in the patch on the 4th of October 2022. Scrapper got a bit wrecked. They removed their quickness and whatnot, but they did add some changes into tools. So I'm just going to quickly show you what I've been playing today. It's just core NG with HCH, which is the elixir trait, which is going to give you might. And I'm also going for some stuff. I've gone for tools because there's been some changes and improvements here as well, because there's a lot more condition removal, which is very cool. So what have I gone for? I have gone for, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm, helps defeat it, okay? I'd appreciate you going and check out all of our other videos as well. That would be awesome. Also, you can be a member and you can subscribe for many different tiers and get access to emotes on the channel, as well as doing all the things. And chat's trying to distract me by weird comments because I'm doing this during the Twitch stream. Yes, muchly appreciated. Anyway, first of all, we're going to go through is going to be the rifle build. It's a rifle core engineer build. I put these kinds of builds out a lot often, to be fair. Energy as well as intelligence. We want to get a lot of energy, endurance, regeneration, which is our bar here. If you're a brand new player and you don't know that. Demolisher amulet. I'm not sure on the rune right now. Rune of divinity. You could go for holdback. That could actually be quite a good one to stack might. Otherwise, you can go for anything damagey kind of here as well. You don't really need movement speed or anything because you've got grenade kit and you've got something which is going to increase your speed, and you will see that very, very soon. You've also got sigils wise, yes, intelligent of course, swapping weapon, crit chance, really, really nice, and you get the energy endurance there. Rifle, really, really good, of course. You get might, don't forget, on the second ability. Every time this is on cooldown, just use it. Okay, it doesn't matter if you hit someone, you still get might, always important. This is explosive as well, as of thinking about your CC on the third skill and the fourth skill. Lovely. And it removes those conditions for you as well, don't forget, if you are immobilized and whatnot. And then jump shot is big damage as well as vulnerability. And don't forget, rifle burst grenade is going to inflict vulnerability on explosives because we have got explosive trait line here. But first we've got tools, and tools is all about giving you vigor as well as some swiftness as well, and some might in different places. Sorry, that might is the elixirs down there. So, using tool belt skills, grant vigor. Vigor is going to give you your endurance bar back. It also increases damage in this build on tools as well. We're going to go for a lesser utility goggle, so gain resistance, clear blindness, and remove damaging conditions. Ooh, but this happens when you use a healing skill. This was every 300 seconds. I can't remember. This was one of those 300-second traits they changed, but they changed it. And it's basically after you use a heal. So, 20-second heal as well for this is really, really good. And that's a lot of resistance. That's like 3¼ seconds is really, really good. So if you can versus Condi builds, engineer can go versus Condi builds now. Okay, it just can. It's good versus Condi builds, which is, what his #1 weakness was. Your tool belt skills gain reduced recharge, and tool belt skills remove conditions. That's the big change there from mechanized deployment. And then we've gone for fire shield, not fire shield, we've gone for swiftness. For streamlined kits, every time you equip a kit, grenade kit, for example, you get swiftness. But you also gain vigor as well, because we have gone for invigorating speed. We're going to be gaining as much energy as we can, so we can dodge a lot. That's a lot of our survivability, as well as dodging damage which is coming into us, as well as elixir S, which is going to help deter a lot of those conditions and damage. Oh, so lovely. Okay, excessive energy strike damage dealt is increased while you have vigor, which is pretty much all the time. You can just pop in and out of that a lot of the time as well. 10% damage increase, and then gain kinetic charges when you use a 2-word skill. At the maximum charges, gain a burst of speed. You get super speed, and you get quickness as well. Would be good using it with the scrapper trait line, where you can increase damage with super speed as well. That is a good trait to pair up with that. Really, really good, because we've got quickness elsewhere. Well, we got elixir U. You could go for adrenal implant, might be better in this build because you can gain a lot more energy as well. Up to you. One of those two is going to be lovely. Core engineer is so fun as well. And then of course we got explosive entrance. Don't forget, the more dodge you do, the more explosive entrance you get. and does a ton of damage, and it refreshes on every dodge roll as well. And look at this explosive entrance. Okay, let's read it again. Your first attack when entering combat explodes, dealing damage to nearby foes. This ability refreshes every dodge roll. So the more dodge you have, the more you can use this ability, and the more vulnerability, blindness, and daze you can get. And daze, there's no diminishing returns on this. You can just daze all day, you know, if you dodge. So time putting those dodges in can help you, can defend you, can also, you know, help you out in terms of just survivability as well, and getting out of things. Really, really good. Lesser grenade barrage, so increases the throw velocity and blast radius of grenades. Yes, so good, so good. And if you use a healing skill, you can cast lesser grenade barrage. It does do a lot of damage, so it's pretty good. Explosions called invulnerability, of course. Explosive entrance grants barrier, so you gain vitality based on the percentage of your power as well. So getting a lot of this off, as this is your survivability trait, really is for gain some barrier, get a lot of vitality as well. 10% actually put my HP to 20k, which is pretty nice. And then flashbang, which is the daze when you hit that explosive entrance, which is really, really good. Okay, then we've got alchemy, survival as well. Elixir B, sorry, so drink elixir B when you're struck below the health threshold. This is for defense, but also you're going to gain vigor here. And then we're going to go for lesser elixir C as well when you have 2 conditions on you or above. That's every 8 seconds. It's just a minor trait, it's not massive. And then again, you know, the rest of this is survivability. So drink elixir E, for example, gain protection and barrier, and then you've got compounding chemicals. So heal yourself when you grant yourself a boon, and you're gaining boons a lot of the time. It's not a biggie, but you do gain concentration as well, which is nice. And then we've got HGH, which is a big one because we've got a lot of elixirs. We've got elixir X, we've got elixir S, we've got elixir U, we've got elixir H. And then we've got the elixirs up here as well. So all these are gaining recharge, and Moa is a big one, 61.25 seconds. That's a Moa every minute nearly. So you can get out like 14 Moas, which could be massive gameplay changes, to be fair. You can change a lot of pinnacle moments. You can defend a lot of that. You can be offensive with a lot of that as well. Picking out those targets, chucking on lich forms and whatnot as well. Just make sure you're not blind, just make sure you can get them off, because sometimes you don't. It's really difficult. And there's a lot of defensive utility with your elixirs as well. They're really, really fun. Elixir S is a really, really good one to pick out if you want to make sure you can defend yourself. You're 3.75 seconds as well. The duration is increased on this because of HGH as well. The trait here in alchemy. You shrink, you recover from stun, you break stun, and you get might as well. To be fair, but you do make sure you're not trying to cap a point or something when you use this, because it prevents capture point, obviously. Progression, another break stun as well with elixir U. You are quite squishy in this build specifically, but also you do have a lot of condition removal. But this is another break stun that also gives you stability, quickness, vigor, of course, might. It's beautiful. And then a lot of boons coming out of Elixir H as well. So leadership actually could be a really, really good rune in this build, because it does give you boon duration. You get a lot of stats, you get a lot of extra health with this. So you could go for leadership, and then you can remove even more conditions when you got the, when you use your elite every 45 seconds, you gain an extra 2 condition removal, but it's not just for you, it's for your allies as well. And yeah, you can change this. You can use Berserker for that as well if you want to be even more damage offensive. Really change a lot of things in this build to make it fun. It's just fun. I love playing Core NG. It's so good. Toss Elixir X is like one of the biggest game changers in the game. It's such a, from Core Guild Wars 2, I love this ability. I remember like Schaefer using it a lot and changing up fights pretty damn well. In most occasions was a big game changer. Really big, good AoE stealth as well for 5 people. Also going to remove conditions. So if you think about using any of these, even if you just need to remove a condition, you can throw grenades, because you can remove conditions as well. It's really weird. But now this is removing a condition, and it's giving you protection, regen, vigor, might, and vigor. Sorry, vigor twice. Wow, that stacks up. And vigor, the same thing again and again. So much vigor, but it stacks up to 7. 7 point whatever it is. Yeah, up to 8 almost. That's cool. So yeah, there's tons of utility in this build. It's fun. Give it a bash. It's day 1 patch 4th of October. I'm just excited. It's also my first week of being a therapist and a counselor. So do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, do the things, get this video out there, destroy the algorithm.